day, folks. It's a good day today and the first day of summer with 38 degrees Celsius temperature. We're reporting from Zurich, Switzerland, away from the motherland to see what the local citizen has to say about the uprising issue of unemployment and inflation rate of the country. MDDM TV, we have moved our location from Zurich to Swizerland, top tourist attractions or spot in the summer in the Switzerland. We are here to interview a few local tourists about what they have to say about the current uprising issue. Miss, I take it you are a tourist, yes?
Yes,
Where are you from?
I'm from Malaysia.
Long!
As a tourist, €1 around 5 ringgit quite expensive for Malaysian during this inflation year.
We have once again moved our location to one of the most popular Swiss cheese fondue spot on Mount Grindelwald, here to ask around about inflation and unemployment in this country. Hello, miss.
Hello.
We are from MDDM TV. We would like to ask you a few questions about inflation and unemployment. First, what's your name?
My name is Mira Farquhar.
And what do you do?
As you see right now, I'm actually a waitress here at this restaurant.
Okay. So, do you think Switzerland has it better than any other European countries regarding inflation?
I don't think that it impacts me that much. As you can see right now, the restaurant is blooming and the customers is kept coming on.
Thank you. As a lower class servant, has the inflation affected you in any way?
I don't think that the inflation has affected me in any way.
Thank you so much for your input. We would like to ask you about unemployment next. Do you think Switzerland has any concerning issues about unemployment?
I don't think so. As you can see right now, I'm currently working as a waitress here, so I don't think that the unemployment issue is that big in Switzerland.
Okay, thank you so much for your input, Miss Mira Farquhar.
Mira Farquhar.
Other than the uprising issue of inflation, this country also is facing a very dire situation of unemployment. We have moved our location to Zurich Business Street to ask around what the local citizens have to say about the issue. Miss? Miss, we are from MDDM TV here. We'd like to ask you a few questions regarding unemployment rate of the country. First, what's your name?
My name is Anna Sawakwat.
And what do you do?
I'm currently working as a banker.
As of unemployment issue of the country, do you have anything to say?
As for now, I am quite comfortable with our unemployment rate. It doesn't affect us that much. And as far as I know, our unemployment rate was below 5%, so I think that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, miss.
Thank you.
Still with me, Nurindiana with MDDM TV. So we have heard the voices of local citizens and some tourists regarding unemployment and inflation. But are they educated enough to tell or determine about the real situation that is faced by this country? Hence, we are here reporting from the Federal Statistical Office of Switzerland to maybe seek some professional opinion and real data or statistics that we can use to tell about the real current issue that is unemployment and inflation of this country. Stay with me. We are fortunate enough to have catch Anis Amira, Professor of History and Modern Economics, Nurul Farhana, Head of Economic Structure and Analysis of Division, and also Aino Safia, Head of Population Division, to be interviewed and asked a few questions of their opinions regarding unemployment and inflation. We first approached Aino Safia, Head of Population Division, to ask her about demographics of Switzerland.
Lab statistic on 14 June 2024, 3:52 p.m. shows a population of 8,849,038 people. Therefore, the population in 2023 is 8,796,669 with 0.64% annual population growth rate in Switzerland. The population has increased by 708,000 302 people compared to the 2013 population of 8,088,367. The gross domestic product (GDP) of Switzerland is $231,802 million, and it grew by 0.5% in the first quarter of 2024. Swiss Federal Statistical Office showed that annual inflation rate in Switzerland stood at 1.4% in May 2024.
We then went to Anis Amira, Professor of History and Modern Economics, who explains inflation, rates, causes, effects, and how Switzerland overcomes inflation.
Simply put, inflation is the rate at which the general level for prices of goods and services rises. This leads to a decrease in the purchasing power. It often associated with the increase in prices of products. Inflation is commonly measured by the Consumer Price Index (CPI), which tracks the prices of a basket of consumer goods and services over time.
As of May 2024, the annual inflation rate here in Switzerland is at 1.4%, which has been steady since previous month. However, the reading is the highest rate since last December 2023. Inflation rate in Switzerland averaged 2.2% from 1956 until 2024. The increase in inflation has been mainly driven by housing and utilities, which climbed to 3.8%, and transport costs, which rose by 0.7%.
Compared to the previous forecast, UBS has lowered its Swiss inflation forecast for 2024 to 1.6% from the previous 2%, indicating a less aggressive rise in prices than what we initially expected. Inflation can be caused by various factors, including increased demand for goods and services, higher production costs, and inflationary monetary policies. The most common types of inflation, including demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. Demand pull inflation occurs when there's an increase in aggregate demand that is greater than the available supply. This causes the firms to raise their prices. Next, cost push inflation. This happens when production costs such as raw materials and wages go up. Producers then pass these increased costs onto consumers in the form of higher prices. Moderate inflation can encourage spending and investment, as people expect prices to rise in the future. It can also reduce the real burden of debt. What about negative effects? Negative effects can erode purchasing power, create uncertainty, and if uncontrolled, can lead to hyperinflation, severely impacting an economy. Central banks often raise interest rates to control high inflation. Higher interest rates increase the cost of borrowing, slow down economic growth, and reduce inflationary pressures. Switzerland employs a multifaceted approach to manage inflation. This includes maintaining a robust cost structure where Swiss prices act as a barrier against global price fluctuations. Government price regulation is crucial, especially in resistant food price inflation. It helps stabilize prices and protect consumers. The Swiss franc is quite a strong currency to begin with. This helps to adapt to global market changes, which cushioned the domestic market from external shocks. Energy efficiency plays a significant role. Switzerland is home to more than 1,500 lakes, making hydroelectricity one of the major energy supply. Hence, the country relied reliably less on the imports of another energy sources.
Finally, we caught Nurul Fana in our office, who explains definition, types, rates, and effects of unemployment. By definition, what exactly is unemployment?
The term unemployment actually refers to a situation where a person actively searches for a new job but unable to find work. Unemployment is actually considered to be a key measure of the health of the company, and the most frequently used measure of unemployment is the unemployment rate. This is calculated by dividing the number of unemployed people by the number of people in the labour force. Unemployment is a key indicator because it signals the ability of workers to obtain gainful work and contribute to the productive output of our economy. More unemployed workers mean less total economic production. However, the unemployment definition doesn't include the people who leave the workforce for reasons such as retirement, higher education, and disability.
Does it have various types?
There are a few types of unemployment actually, and one of them is frictional unemployment. This type of unemployment is usually short-lived and is also the least problematic from an economic standpoint. It occurs when people voluntarily change jobs, and after a person leaves a company, it naturally takes time to find another job. Similarly, graduates just starting to look for jobs to enter the workforce add to the frictional unemployment. The next one is cyclical unemployment. This refers to the variation in the number of unemployed workers over the course of economic upturns and downturns, such as those related to changes in oil prices. Unemployment rises during the recessionary periods and declines during periods of economic growth. The last one is structural unemployment. This comes about through a technological changes in the structure of the economy, which labour markets operate. Technological changes can lead to unemployment among workers displaced from jobs that are no longer needed.
Let's talk data and statistics. Over the last few years, how has Switzerland progressed or have grown as a country in regards of unemployment?
As for this country, Switzerland, the unemployment rate for 2022 was 4.3%, which there was a decline of 0.8% from 2021. For 2023 and 2024, the rate remained the same as 2022, which was 4.3%.
She then explained the rates in 2019, 2020 and 2021. There was a 0.32% decline, a 0.43% increase and 0.28% increase respectively.
Unemployment affects a lot of people. When workers are unemployed, they lose wages and purchasing power that could leave them unable to afford basics such as quality healthcare and nutrition. Unemployed individuals no longer contribute to the economy by providing goods or services. Additionally, when people lose their jobs, they may face depression, anxiety and loss of self-esteem. Sometimes those issues can lead to divorce, domestic violence or even suicide. Other than that, the widespread of unemployment can lead to an increase in crime, in some cases leading to people do illegal activities to make ends meet or to fill idle time. Unemployment concerns can also lead to anti-government activism that fits political instability. Additionally, an increase of unemployed workers will raise the competition among them to find jobs.
The economy of Switzerland is one of the world's most advanced and highly developed free market economy. According to the United Nations data for 2016, Switzerland is the third richest landlocked country in the world after Liechtenstein and Luxembourg. And that marks the end of my report. Nurindana reporting from Zurich, Switzerland. Thank you.